If you guys are wondering why I am not using the Paul voice back in 2024 is because I've decided to switch my voice to Mike. Anyways, let's talk about Jet's channel of where he created his own creepypasta series of the line guard deleted scenes. There are 8 options in the deleted scenes. One of them draws my attention. It was the deleted scene of Chuluun's redemption called Chuluun's Nightmare. I've decided to press it and the video started playing. The video began to show the black background with Chuluun looking at the viewers with a terrified expression. The red and white text said warning, the following video contains nightmare effects. Please don't watch during bedtime. The background stayed there for 9 seconds before it fades to the scene of where Kion and his line guard friends having a sleepover at the Pride Rock along with Chuluun. They were sleeping peacefully. However, I noticed something behind Bestie that the 2 lion cubs looks like they're half hyena and half lions. And their eyes are completely black with no pupils. The screen then zoomed close towards Chuluun sleeping. As it got up close to her, the screen went white slowly before it fades to where Chuluun is at in her sleep. The screen zooms out slowly viewing Chuluun with a shocking and terrifying expressions. It also viewed the sky being blood red and the clouds are darker. Instead of the palm tree, it's replaced with a dead tree in the snow. Chuluun began to stutter and said,
Where am I?
She then turned towards her right and gasped. The screen cuts to the broken bodies parts of the dead snow leopards. They were covered in blood, their bones are shown and it looks like the rest of their bodies are eaten. Chuluun started freaking out and said,
Oh my God! No! My parents! Who would do such a thing?
The screen cuts to the same scene of where Chuluun's dead parents were at with Makucha in it that appeared out of nowhere. His mouth had a little blood dripping and even his paws too. He said that he was not the only one who killed her parents, which he said it was Janja that did it too. Which Janja was forced to do it and he framed Maku. The screen cuts to the other scene of where Maku appears on the other side of the snow. He looks a little angry and he said,
And Makucha got me framed, which is all your fault.
Chuluun gasped again and saw Janja appeared of where Makucha is at. However, he looks a little different. His eyes were bloodshot, if someone had dumped soap in his eyes. She thought that he redeemed himself when Kion became the new king of the last episode of season 3. Janja began to speak, which his voice almost sounded like Goofy. He then teleports 2 times slowly up towards the viewers with an evil look. He then said,
I hope you go to hell like your parents. How sad I raised you like an angel. But not anymore.
Then he started laughing creepy, which his voice was distorted and was also echoing deeply. The screen then cuts to where Aura and Mama Binchirong are at. They began glitching with only a few split seconds. You can barely see a red panda with black eyes and white tiny pupils with blood dripping in her eyes. Her eyes were wonky and she even has extra sharp teeth. Then Aura and Mama Binchirong turns darker quickly, which they also turned into shadow auras. They fly quickly down at each other, which the screen cuts to where Chuluun is still terrified. The black auras flew in her eyes, which they became black. Chuluun became screaming in fear, but it's actually real screaming when the voice actress of Chuluun named Kimiko Glenn is losing her cool. The screen cuts up towards Chuluun's eyes, attempting to give viewers chills down their spines. Chuluun woke up and she screams like Zelda from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. She started panting in fear that she woke Kion and Foley up. The rest were still asleep, but Kion started asking if she was alright and also asked why she screamed. Chuluun explained to Kion and Foley about her nightmare. Kion then apologized to her about her terrible dream she had, and Foley then told Chuluun to go back to sleep, but she doesn't want to. Before she walks out of the Pride Rock, Kion and Foley fell back to sleep. Chuluun was now all alone in the grass looking up at the moon and started praying. She then said,
Mom, Dad, all I wanted to say is, I love you and I missed you very, very much. I am praying to the moon, and maybe someday your faces will appear in the sky someday.
The screen slowly fades to black, ending the deleted scene from the lost episode of season 4, Chuluun's redemption. I was interested of what was about in this video. The video just played about like 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. This is me, signing off.